And welcome. This week we are in the Rookie Series on Oschersleben. Let me turn on the music. If you check the VOD, then look down below for the chapters for the races. And yeah, I'm looking forward to have some fun here. I didn't race here before. I'm working on a video for the whole Rookie Series basically. So I want to race on every track that I don't know this season. And yeah, this one is new. So we will have some fun, see how the races go, see where you can overtake. I also want to take a second look at the first two turns, because I'm still not quite sure where you have the best output for downshifts. Like, I feel like when I downshift early in the third, maybe you saw the guide, if not, then there are a few ways to take the first turn. And if you downshift early, then it feels the most natural, but it's also not that quick. I don't know, overall I have the weird feeling that the gearbox of this car doesn't match the track at all. There are so many exits on turns where you are right at the gap, and you are right at this weird RPM gap where if you get a good exit, you gain 2 or 3 tenths. If you get a bad exit, you lose 2 or 3 tenths. So I'm looking forward to the race. It's really hard to be consistent around here. I really honestly don't know how to drive mids. Okay. Bye. How to drive mids, or even, I don't know, 38.7 or something. Because for a weird reason, 38 I mean. For a weird reason the 38 happens, but it feels like a 39. At the same time, you finish a 39 which had like a low 38. It's, I don't know, the exits here are super important, and it's really tough to hit them in a perfect way. We have a few more minutes to go for the first race. I'm warmed up, but I still think the first race will traditionally be an action-packed one. Alright. I also feel like it will be difficult to avoid incident points and objects. Because you are forced to take the wide exit in the second last turn. I'm also looking for a series where I want to grind iRacing back. And grind myself up back to, I don't know, 3 point something, 4 point something K, whatever. I think my peak was 3.8 K back in pre-pandemic times, so 4K should be doable. I just need to find a car which fun to know life and fun to grind. I'm eyeing the GT3s, but at the same time I don't know if that makes sense. What kind of wheel do you use? My gear is in the description. It's a Logitech G920, but it's not with the stock pedals, it's the Fanatec pedals with a load style brake. So nothing too fancy. I need to move before I can upgrade to a rig, because I don't have space for a rig. I would need to give up one of my rooms, either my sleeping room or my living room, and I don't really want to do that, because then I would need to, I don't know, sleep in the other room, or I sleep besides my rig. Yeah, I don't know, it doesn't feel like an enjoyable environment, like a chill environment. There's a rig somewhere in the middle of one of them. So yeah. It's a simple G920. The most important thing is the load cell on the brakes. Because with stock pedals and with the stock brake, it's really not impossible, but it's much harder to be consistent than when you're driving long stints. I always love to race endurance and 24-hour or whatever races. Or even when you practice for longer periods, then a load cell is way more comfortable to race on, and it allows you to more consistent because it's easier to operate. Alright, let's try to...
You got a slow car on the left. Go right.
Okay, thanks. Let's try to finish a good lap. It felt like a super clean and super quick lap, but it's only a 39. Yep.
You just hit the fastest lap. Slow down. You got a penalty for cutting the course.
Yeah, it's really tough. I can drive 39s, lower 39s, race. I can drive the occasional 39. But in practice I had really trouble to hit consistent 38s. But I also had it when I practiced for the guide lap. Hitting the 38s is really tough. I don't know if it's the lack of markers or just the importance of good exits.
Got the car on your left. Clear on the left.
I need to be careful because he will brake early. Okay.
Keep to the right. Clear.
I was hoping he would miss the braking point. Okay, bye, see ya. We have 1 minute left, so I don't think I can finish this one. Slow down. Nope, no, slow down. This turn is awkward. I don't know why. It's really difficult to judge your exit and your speed. It feels like it would be easy in second gear, but you have no option to somehow get into second gear. Let's go. Alright, what do we got here? Car number 4. Looks decent. Super cold session. Really hot outside today, luckily not inside right now. It's not like during the Spa 24-hour race. I had, I think, 29 degrees back then. Had 35 outside today. But luckily I had all windows closed and nothing came in. So we should be fine. I tried to finish us with Qualy. And then just have a solid first race. I can imagine that the tires will be an issue on the second turn, on the third one in the left hairpin. Maybe also in the first turn, but it's got too slow to run into any issues. The third turn will be tricky. Looks like a connection. Alright, let's focus on a good quali. I don't have a hype. Oh, he has a hyping. Alright, I get it. It should still be fine. Also, my intrusive thoughts want me to drive through this gap every time I'm exiting the pits. I know I will get a black flag for it, but it becomes harder to resist every time I drive. The urge becomes bigger to just take the gap. I can't be the only one. Yeah, sometimes I don't hit the RPM sweet spot. When you hit the sweet spot, then that turn feels completely different. And the exit also feels flawless.
Green, green, green.
Let's go.
Okay, here comes your first time lap.
Not the best exit here. Now I hit the sweet spot and I get a super smooth run over the curb. Watch the last turn. Still a decent time.
One more lap.
See, I gained 1/10 now, and what I did, like, it felt exactly the same like in the first lap. I gained time, but it doesn't feel like I had control over it. Super weird. I don't know if it's because I didn't drive this track before a lot.
There's the flag. It's over.
But on other tracks, it's easy to have a feeling for your lap time and where you are. On this one, I don't know. One little mistake which is not even visible and suddenly you are 2/10 off. Ah, we are still doing fine. I mean, P2 at least. I think I could have gone quicker, but I take it. Looks like there's a pretty big gap in times. So we can try and take it easy. Might be because it's a new track and people aren't used to it. Old tracks like Lime Rock or something are hyper competitive because everyone drove it at least, I don't know, 100 times. We start with clutch input, first gear, 50% pressure and release on green. And away we go. Clutch, first gear, 50%, release and go. Okay. Can you teach me how to say the name of the track? It's Oschersleben. I don't really know how to pronounce if there's a similar word somewhere. Oschersleben simply. What wheel are you using? I'm curious. Check the description, my gear is not there. It's a G920, but not with the stock pedals, it's with Fanatec load cell pedals. Alright, let's get ready for the race. Where do I start? I would guess it's the outside. Yep, it's on the outside. So I need to close the inside, I think. Or am I fine because the second turn... Oh wait, I'm on the inside. Yeah, then I need to get to the right. Okay. Good luck, thanks. Um, 50% pressure, clutch. Right, I got a clutch on my wheel. Clutch, release on green. Away we go. And I want to close the inside into T1 after the start. Okay, should be ready. And be careful into T3.
Green, green, green.
All right.
The next car's the leader. There's an incident behind.
I wanted to prevent that. Oh, and he's gone. I wanted to prevent the dive. Alright, you used the first 2 laps to get confident with the tires. Because it's really easy to throw away in the first few laps.
Behind.
He's overdriving it on the entry. Yeah, that was a wide entry into T1. Ah, my bad, I looked away from my marker and then I lost track of my position on track. It feels like I'm way too careful in this turn, but at the same time I don't want to go wide. We have a safe P2. It's a 39 point something. Yep, it's a mid 39. Alright, chat, where do you overtake around here? Because even if I close the gap, then I still have no idea where to attack.
You've got the fastest lap.
He's turning it early into this one, and then he has a bad exit speed, but I'm not sure if I can abuse it on the triple here. Yeah, I should have taken more risks. Avoided the incident point, I don't know why and how, but we're close and I've still no idea. Overslept the throttle inputs. Yeah, he's turning in too early and giving himself really bad exits, but the straights aren't long enough. I guess my best shot is to have a really good last turn. And then try to go side by side into Q1. See, he's turning it early, then he's late on the throttle because he has a wide exit, and now I would be catching him, but I don't really know how to create an opportunity without a stupid sense. Unlucky, I can't accelerate over the curb because then I risk a spin.
You've got 2 laps to go. The leader just did a 39.26. White flag. Stay smooth.
Dang it, now he hits it. Alright, last lap. GG, solid second place. And a solid first race.
Ticket flag, ticket flag.
Really tough because you're not braking that much into the first turn. Yeah, I don't know where to overtake around here. We will find it out. I would drop a few more. But nice. We broke the tradition of a bad first one. Ah. You're faster through the double left, yep. I don't catch him on the double left. Yeah, the thing is, even if I catch him in the double left, I can't attack into the sharp hairpin on the right. Like, go into one of the last laps. I think it was one. No, it was the previous one. So even if I catch him here, he was braking here for some weird reason, I don't know why. Even if I catch him here, I need to lift, first of all. Or delay my throttle input because he's on my way. And naturally, when I'm quicker, then I can only stick it to the left. But then I starve on the outside on this turn. There's no way to get to the right. So this section is basically... You need a mistake in this turn, or you can't overtake. If you have a better run, that you get forced to the worst side and you are, yeah, somewhere nowhere. And here it's also, I don't know, you can't really send it because this exit is so smooth that it's nearly impossible to get a huge run. Even if he makes a mistake, he's just, I don't know. His exit speed is 121 at the end of the curb. I'm 123 at the end of the curb. So I have a better exit. I have drive, but the difference is not big enough. And you can't really fuck this up that much. Yeah. Let's check the last one. Maybe with a mind game somewhere around here and force a mistake, but even if I had a perfect line, you can't overtake here. Yeah, you need to be fast enough so that you can force yourself side by side into a turn. Otherwise it looks tough, but yeah, still, second place, I take it. Nice first race. Maybe we can start the grind of iRacing today. Yeah, I got 76. And I got some safety rating. After losing a lot in the Destruction Car Series last week, it's a blessing. Yeah, we were only 0.2 seconds quicker. I could have maybe gone quicker in a few laps, but not enough to go side by side. And the others were pretty far off. Even this guy with 4K. Yep. Oops, that's right. My first lap around this track was 146, but I've never driven on it before. I'm stalling, so yeah, it's I think my was 38. It's I don't know, it's the track isn't weird. I want to say that the track is weird, but it's not the track, it's the car and the track combination together with the gearbox of this car. So I feel like another gearbox with different gears would make this track easier to drive and more enjoyable. Because right now you're always stuck in this second gear and third gear depth of nowhere where you are too slow or too fast, and I don't know, it feels it's easier to drive, I guess, for rookies, because you have those two gears and not much in between. But when you're maxing the car out, then it feels super weird, because you are never at the limit of the car for some reason. Or when you hit the limit of the car, then you're always somewhere in the middle of a gear, which feels unnatural. Because usually when you are maxing out a car around the track, then you are going flat out, you are maxing out the gear, and it feels flawless. And on this track, it's, I don't know. Let's try to find the secret to consistent 38s. And at some point I will... Nope, I won't. Or maybe? No, not this time.
Car 72, just set the fastest lap. 42.672. They say you cut the course. You'll have to slow down and give up the time game.
I also see many people spin in the first and second turn. And I wonder why, because I tried to recreate it and I don't know if they overdrive it on the entry, or if they are too aggressive on the brakes and then spin. Oh, that's an interesting one. Could be a slowdown.
Car 077, just set the fastest lap. 39.869. Go right. They say you cut the course. You'll have to slow down and give up the time game.
I think many people didn't practice this track or don't drive it. Because for our first bit, those times were really far apart and the track isn't that difficult. Well, yeah, no, actually it's not that difficult. It's not that difficult to drive 39s. I think it's way easier than Rudskogen, and the races on Rudskogen were completely different. They were super tight at the top. overdrove it. I think it's because the track is new. Wasn't me. The last section as well, it's when you hit the perfect run, then you are 0.4 seconds quicker than anything else. But one little mistake and dang it, you're a half second slower.
You got a slow car on the right. The car, hey, just set the fastest lap. 39.461.
And that turn is, I don't know, weird. The car sometimes wants to glide when you're in high RPMs. It's really difficult to set it up in a way which makes it consistent. Oh, he didn't have a good exit.
New fastest lap for you. Left side, clear on the left. Car stop on the right.
Cars flying everywhere. Yeah, that's what I wanted to avoid on the race. If you go wide and you have both wheels in the grass, then it can happen that your car wants to snap and it snaps to the right into the wall. And we got traffic again.
That was your fastest lap of the session.
Thanks. This could be a decent one. I guess I jinxed it. Do we have a cockpit? Nope. Unfortunately, I have no space for a cockpit. Or a rig, anything. I think it's a decent one.
You've got the fastest lap. Right side, clear on the right.
Oh, you think you can be faster with a cockpit? I will read the second part on the next thread. Give me a second. Do you think I can be faster with a cockpit? No, well, more consistent maybe. And then probably squeeze a few tenths more out here and there, but to be honest, I'm not sure
Slow car ahead.
if that would make it that big of a difference on those races on this level. I drove GT3s last year. That was the last time I practiced something really hard. That was Imola, and I qualified on P5 and top splits, so against 7k people. So I could probably be more consistent with a triple screen and
Slow car ahead. Go right.
the full cockpit. But in terms of raw pace, I don't think if you can, when we talk about raw pace, then I don't think you can squeeze out more pace out of higher gear, because you generate pace mainly through technique and racing knowledge, and you can easily squeeze one good lap out on lower end gear. But it's more difficult to be consistent on lower end gear. So yeah. And so far I didn't reach a single point where I thought, hey, I'm slower in this turn and I am limited by the lack of a cockpit. I could always improve by myself, so yeah. I think the answer is no. And the second one, it's I can't see the word because there's the heart emoticon for likes. Do you think you can be it's not hard for you to not move a LC pedal when not attached? Nope, it's against the wall. So it's semi-attached. It's attached to a plate which is resting against the wall, so there's nothing that can move. I might be limited because of the maximal force. I could probably use more force when I could have a different setup. which then would make me more consistent, but it doesn't really limit me. And I'm also not sure if I would want more force. When I was driving Spa, the 24-hour race, then I always got tired after 1 hour and 20 minutes or something into my second stint. Because my braking leg got tired, and you know, if you are using a high force on your brakes and you are driving for 2 hours, then at some point your leg wants to give up. So I'm not really sure if more force would be beneficial. I think the bottom line is the same like with a wheel or with a cockpit. It's easier to be more consistent because you're driving with a higher resolution, but for one lap or for short races the difference isn't that big. It becomes bigger when you practice a lot and drive a lot, because then you can leverage this consistency and further develop your driving and become more consistent overall. Maybe even on some tracks like this one, where, as you see, sometimes I'm losing to tenths and I don't really know why. Like, I know the exit is a bit worse, but I don't really see... Feels the same. So maybe on tracks like this, but this is also the first track in years where I noticed this phenomenon, so... yeah. It's something I will worry about in the future. I want to move next year, and then I will hopefully have some space for a rig. Mine still moves because the wall is like diagonal thrust mount. So maybe you can build a construction out of wood, out of panels. I know we have a few people on Discord who did this in the past. So if you get a board and attach something to the board which fits the angle of the wall, maybe then. Guess it could work. And I don't know from where you are, but you can get some scrap wood from, I don't know, somewhere maybe for cheap or for free. And then you can test it if it works. Another thing that I saw in the past was people mounted it to a base plate, to a wooden base plate, which is big enough so that it doesn't move that much. You could also use a base plate and then cut it with an angle that fits the wall, so when you're pushing against the pedals, then you're pushing the base plate against the wall and it won't move because it fits the angle of the wall. It could probably still move, but walls usually aren't that smooth and wood isn't either. And if it's heavy enough, then it could work. But yeah, you can ask on Discord, and I think if you post a setup pic there and show your issue, then you will probably get an answer from a few people. I know a few who had to look out for creative solutions for their setup. What times are we driving? 39s. I got into a chill mode. And I think I'm on old tires now, so let's still try to push for one lap. And I push too far. The next one. Alright, one more hot lap. See, like this turn. I took a decent exit and suddenly I'm 1/10 ahead, even though it doesn't feel that much quicker compared to the usual runs. But on this track, those smooth exits make a big difference. Yeah, that didn't feel like it was 2/10 slower. Yeah, I guess it's old tires. Yep. I also feel like downshifting twice after the first turn feels easier and more consistent. Like downshifting somewhere around here feels quicker because the whole entry is smoother and I don't know, it fits together, but it's super risky and I don't feel confident enough to do it in a race. Because if you hit a bad run around the curbs, then you can spin. I also think this racing line feels misleading, because when you stay on the outside, then you get a quicker exit, and you can get a lot of returns in the triple. Bad exit around here. And careful around here. Yeah, it feels like you get punished for a good exit. Because if you have a good exit out of this one, then you need to slow further down in this one. And if you have a bad exit, then this connects in a more natural way and you don't need to brake that much around here, which allows you to be earlier on the throttle. And you can't really brake while you're on the curbs, because the other solution would be to brake earlier. But when you brake around here on the curb, then you might lose the car to the left. Because we are still pushing it towards the entry. Yeah. Such a bad run around here. Completely missed the apex. Alright, we have 3 more minutes. That's enough time to let my intrusive forts win. You don't get a black flag? Couldn't you get a black flag for it? Are you kidding?
The black flag. You didn't exit the pits safely. You have to drive through the pits without stopping.
Yep. For a moment I was surprised because I expected it a bit quicker. It would be funny if the start-finish line would be after this gap, so that you could go outside, finish the race in a tight situation, and only then you get the black flag. But yeah, it looks fine.
Car on. Clear. Pit box in 10, 5, 3, 2, 1. Right here.
Two minutes to go for the second one. 284 people. I don't know how many we had on the last one. Yeah, even this gap looks incredible because those laps felt like the quickest one, and you saw the mistake in the quickest one, and they were still 0.6, 0.8 seconds slower. What's your iRating? I think it's 2.7k right now. I dropped a lot. When I came back. I was close to 3k, and then it dropped again before Spa because I was practicing Spa. Also because I was driving the first stints at Spa during the start, so I practiced in many races and I tanked. I didn't really care that much about iRating since I came back. That's something I had a to-do list, and my to-do list was get confident again, then drive the 24-hour race, check, and now I'm looking for something to grind iRating again. Well, yeah, no. I still want to drive on every track that I don't know in the Rookie Series. Like, I drive an actual race on them, like this one, because this one is new. That's another thing on the to-do list, but I also want to start grinding iRating again. But I don't know where. Maybe GT3s, maybe something else. I don't know, but no prototypes. I'm also considering GT4s or the GR86. Yeah, it will be 2 or 3 cars overall, but still. Not really sure where to commit. Car number 3. I will be right back. All right. Yeah, iRacing was the least important thing, because it's connected to your driving and your confidence and your skill on track. So if you focus on improving your skill on track or getting it back, then your iRacing will climb on its own. That's why I'm never really that much focused on it. Because I just want to improve with every race, learn something new, and eventually my iRacing will catch on. And also when you are looking too much at iRacing, then you don't go for calls which would still be good calls, even if they can cost you iRacing. And they would be an important learning experience, so yeah. Alright, we are car number 3, I think. Could be another top split. Let's go. When do you unlock endurance races? I mainly use Formula Series, but really want to get into endurance racing. Endurance races are in, I think, B or C class in sports cars, so you don't need to grind that much. I think the 24-hour races are C class or CV 4.0. So yeah, they are quite easy to unlock. Alright, I will focus on a good quali because it's apparently important around here.
Green flag, green flag. Okay, here comes your first time lap.
Bad exits. We have the first accident during Qualy. I don't know, could be a 40, could be a 49, it feels, every lap feels the same. What the hell, it's a high 49. I still feel like I don't understand this track.
There's the flag. It's over.
I'm stuck in D-Class, can't drive the Ferrari GT3. Practice it. I mean, you can also get license safety rating in other series. And you only need D 4.0, so you can drive C-Class races with a D 4.0 license, so you can grind your safety rating in a different series. And still register for C-Class races with a D-Class license. So you can technically drive the Rookie Series until you have 4.0 and then drive C-Class races. That's something I did in the past. I don't know what it was, but I skipped one license class by grinding safety rating and then jumping right into GT3 races. Being somewhat confident in the BMW GT Pro, then just drive it, stick to it. Oh, unlucky for him. That's a close pole when it says like this. I will cover the inside line into T3 again. It felt like a good decision in the last race. Looks like we got another pole. I think we also had 2 last week and they didn't age well. But it was also multi-class. A different business and single class. We got a nice gap to P3 again, so it looks like a fight for P1 and P2. I wonder if it's the same guy like last race. I forgot his name. Nice pole. There we go. Nice Qualy, thanks. I'm not happy with that lap, but it was enough. I don't know. I have no feeling for this track. It feels super weird. Apparently nobody has a feeling for it, because if you look at the times, then they are pretty far apart. And even the number 2 car drives the 41. So everyone seems to be all over the place. That's the only thing which makes me relax and chill. But still, like I know what I need to do to finish a quicker lap time, but at the same time, if you are a split second too late, boom, you lost a third of a second, something like that. Alright, we start on the outside. I will cover it. I will also cover the inside into T3 because he can't overtake in the triple. And then we just see how it goes.
The estimated strength of field is 2,406.
All right.
We expect to be fighting. Green, green, green. There's an incident behind. Car on your left. Stay on the right. Stay on the right. Still there. Clear on the
Dang
left.
it!
Car on your left.
Dang it, at first it looked like he gives me the inside, but then he blocked it. He saw his mistake. Alright, we got P2. He had a poor exit, but I can't capitalize on it. That was wild.
The next car's the leader.
Nice lights. Alright, we can stick with him. We should try to stick with him and stay close behind him, just in case he has another slide. Guy is pushing really damn hard.
You just hit the fastest lap.
I feel like I have the quicker line, but I'm not consistent enough on this track to push my advantage. Alright, 4 laps to go.
You've got the fastest lap.
Yeah, don't fear that the tighter line. Well, it pays off because you can't overtake here, but still, I think it's slower. 2 laps to go after this one.
You've got 2 laps to go. The leader is running 39.004.
Yeah, we have equal pace.
Last lap.
Alright, I will try to stay close. I think yeah, he's making mistakes in the first sector, but there's no way to overtake him anyway there. GG, another P2. I wonder if I can do something different at the start.
Checkered flag, checkered flag.
Nice race. Yeah, once you...
Good job.
If you fight someone with equal pace, it's really hard to make a move. But let's take a look at the start. Good race, track seems tough to make a move on. Thanks, and yeah. I saw that he had a better start. And then I wanted to drive in front of him and close the gap. And at this point I realized that not only is it close, and it's also the reason why I'm not pulling super hard to the left, because I realize The second turn is the right-hander. If I drive to the left now, he will take the inside line into T2 and pass me anyway. So then I decided, okay, I will stick to the right and give him the inside, because, you know, better start. Can't do anything, you have to respect it. And then I'm a bit stuck on the inside line. Bit of net code here. Yeah, he makes a pass. It was a good start from him. Good job. And right here I was looking for the inside just in case. And he realizes it. Breaks to the inside while try braking and yeah. Cuts me a bit off guard, and then it gets close here, but luckily nothing happened. That could easily end up with a spin, but yeah. GG. And let's see what happened between them. Apparently something related to him. I think that's the last one. Hey, don't spoil us. Looks clean so far, it's the last lap, so people will fight. He had a mistake, needed to touch the brakes. Guy is catching, now he leaves the inside open. Guy behind goes, no, he doesn't go for the attack. Still clean so far. There we go. Okay, so he's blocking the inside, defending, not blocking, defending. Yes, and the outside. So I can like So the biggest issue is that both cars are going for a completely different line. The guy on the inside is going for an apex which lets him go wide. You can see it, he's close to the left side. He will go wide here, and this guy is going for a normal apex where he will try to get a good run out of the turn. So they will cross lines around here. And I don't think if he's driving on single screen, like when you're driving on single screen, then you don't see him until it's too late. And for him it looked like the other guy was pulling over and crossing his line. I don't know, it looks like a racing incident. I think both could have avoided it. He could have avoided it. But at the same time it's really tough to predict. He could leave more space on the inside, it's really tight. Yeah, he could have left more space on the inside, so it's more on him. But overall it still looks like a racing incident because this guy, probably also on a single screen, misses this turn. And then he gets a completely messed up left-hander. Yeah, it looks like a racing incident. With more blame to put on this car. Didn't look like a car with, but that line inside car was taken was never gonna work, yeah. Yeah, it's like, it's super tight. It's technically like there is space for a car. You can still take the curb even if there's not enough, so technically it works, but not with this start position for both cars. He could have gone wide, but he at the same time he wanted to fight for position, and yeah. Also, it's a rookie series, so people make mistakes. This one is super easy to misjudge because I don't think he knew at this point which line the other car was taking and that he messed up the previous turn. It doesn't appear like he knew it. So yeah. This guy is the lucky number 3. Yep. That's fine, we gained some points again. Another P2. 66 points this time. Again, the quickest car on track. Yeah, it's the start. But he was also driving quick laps. Yeah, we were both driving equally quick. It's tough to make a move. I don't know where you can overtake. Because every entry onto a straight is super smooth, which doesn't give you a big edge if you have a better exit. But I mean, we are farming points right now, so I don't complain. I will drive one more, I think. I think GT3 is on Road America this week. I will practice it later tonight and see if I will race it on another day. I'm working on 2 more videos and on a few bigger things. Once those are out, then I will want to fully focus on grinding and getting my iRacing up. Let's take a look at the schedule. I'm not logged in right now. Mugello and Road Atlanta, lots of Road Atlanta. Might be worth taking a look. I want to drive multi-class series for iRacing. I think that sounds like a bad idea. I think the quickest way to grind and to rise is in single class series because you have this random traffic out of the equation. I drove the production car series last week and it was a pain. I wanted to try the production car series on the GR86. Oh, where is it? Am I blind? The D-Class series, what? Oh yeah, that's D-Class, I was in C-Class. Aragon. Never drove this track. Yeah. Rainmaster could also be fun in Watkins Glen. I will take a deeper look at the schedule and prepare a few cars for next season. I think this season is over in a month, and then I will focus on grinding something. Because I also want to get back up again. There's not that big of a difference in pace between the 3 and 4K splits, but 4K splits are cleaner. Come on.
Car on your left. Clear. You got a slow car on the left. Go right. Go left.
And everyone is losing it in T2. Are you kidding me? Okay. Someone was mad in chat. I don't know how to squeeze out the last 4 tenths on this track consistently. When I drove the guide lap, then I was surprised that it was a 0.4. It felt like every other lap. It was one of those moments where everything pieces together and fits perfectly. Also the first turn, but it's super tough to recreate it every single time.
You got a slow car on the left. Car stop on the left. Go right.
Getting one quick lap isn't that difficult, but doing it 8 times in a row feels impossible around here. And this turn as well. Like when I drive it at the limit, then I would do this half of the time, and you can't do it in a race. So in a race I usually underdrive it, but then you lose time. Yeah, again, a bit too careful. And I immediately lost I think a potential 10th.
New fast flat for you. Left side. Clear.
It felt nearly identical and I lose 3/10. Like, the mistakes you need to make on other tracks to lose that much time are no relation to this track. Like, one tiny, nearly invisible mistake and boom, say goodbye to your lap time. Crazy.
Slow car ahead. Go right. Car stopped ahead. Car stopped ahead. Go right.
I had no grip to go right. Okay, that was a bad entry. Okay, I deserve to lose time now. I accept it, but I don't accept the last one.
Slow car ahead. Go left.
FPS is bad on this track. I wonder why some tracks are less resource intense than others. That's usually because the newer tracks, this one is a newer track, they have more objects outside of the track, like all those buildings. When you look at Lime Rock, for example, which is an older track, well, I got reworked, but still, they have less objects and are less detailed. And when you take a look at newer tracks like this one, then you have a ton of objects all around the track, you know. The lights, the bridge, the buildings, and that's what's eating away your resources. You can turn them off. I think it's described in the graphic settings which setting disables all those objects, and then you have more FPS. But yeah, that's usually an issue with the newer tracks because they added more surroundings. Definitely Modello makes my PC sweet, yeah. I think you can also put them on low, and it still doesn't look super bad, but you have way more FPS.
Car on your left. Clear on the left.
Watch the first one again. Charlotte also used to be pretty bad, but it's not part of the Rookie Series anymore. when they rebuilt it, then they also built the whole stadium with details, and I always felt it while recording on my old system. Great content, by the way. I was watching one of your guides this morning. Thank you. You're welcome. Thanks a lot. I'm happy that the content is helping. Alright, older tires, but let's still try to finish a low 39.
Car on your left. Clear on the left.
That turn didn't feel that bad and I'm losing time. It's... I don't know. Decent, we can save it. And I missed the last turn. Got an incident point anyway. Yeah, that's 39. Again, losing time. Seemingly out of nowhere because I don't feel like this can be tires. The tire difference is not that big.
You got a slow car on the right. Car stopped ahead.
Overdrove it on the brakes, and I don't think I can save enough in the last turn. Nope. Nope, nope. 9 minutes to go. Yeah, I'm not braking. Doesn't appear to be the, a solution there. I tried to just lift and see how the car feels on the entry, but because when I don't shift twice after the first cup anyway, and I can also try to brake later, but yeah, you have too much speed. Oops.
You cut the cord. You've got to slow down and give up that time.
Let me guess, that thingy is still underneath my car. Oh my god. Yep, that makes sense. That's what I was feeling. It's annoying when it happens in a race. Yep. Because I don't think you can get rid of it unless you pit. Or you need to be lucky. When it gets stuck in the wheelbase, then it will be stuck forever. Yep, it glitched to the spring, and today I learned, avoid those pillars on the right. Five minutes to go. I want to chill a bit. Because I will drive long enough when the race starts. We had 2 solid races. I'm happy no matter what happens next. It also appears like there's a big pace gap, because there were only 2 cars in those splits which could drive low 39s, and the rest was somewhere in the high 39s. I don't know if this track is just difficult, or if people are not used to it and didn't practice it, or if they don't know the racing line, because both cars which we faced had a really weird line through triples. They always went on the brakes, which is not needed. And you mess up your entry into the right-hander, which is following that. And I was always catching there, but I can't capitalize on it. You can't overtake there. I feel like when I would lead, then I could drive away in that section and have enough space so that they couldn't attack me into this zone right here. Yeah. I also don't exactly know why I missed the start. I think my reaction time was decent. I think I was too early on the throttle. Didn't check the replay. Yeah, it's whatever. My starts aren't the best anyway. Like, they are super decent, and I get away in 9 out of 10 splits, but when I race against someone who really practiced how to start, then I'm usually dropping off. Two minutes to go. Yep, the times are all over the place. Oh, I think we saw him in the last race. Or was it at the start of the practice session? I think it was at the start of the practice session, never mind. When we were stuck in pits. Sometimes I wish I could drive races one after the other, back to back, without a break, like in other games. I feel like iRacing has enough players to make it work, and a few series at least. But I also guess it would make matchmaking worse, because then people wouldn't at those times. And single time slots, the races would start earlier and the iRacing would probably be further apart. At the same time, when you have 300 people which registered for a race like this, I don't know, I think it's 300. Yeah, it's 300. Even if you have 150, then you have already a decent matchmaking. Alright, come on, let me join. 3, 2, 1. Taking long because of the 300 people who registered. That's more than 25 splits. Right, let's go. Be right back. Alright, let's see where we end up. Number 5. Should be a decent challenge time. Car number 6 was also in our last races and he was driving 41s, so 40s. And I think car number 1 was in our first race. Didn't he write something about being hacked or something? Can't remember it, but I remember his name. Did he disconnect? I don't know. And we also had the yellow car in last race, but he was slower, so yeah. Let's go. And drive a decent quali. Change the world. I see. That sounds like a cheesy.
Green, green, green. Okay, here comes your first time lap.
No idea how that wasn't an incident point.
One more lap.
Currently I'm 2/10 quicker for no reason. Whew, let's go. It felt exactly like the last one, but it's 3 times quicker.
There's the flag. It's over.
Ah, someone finished with 38. Nice, good job. I need to tighten my shoes. Alright, let's go. LP2? LP2? Good luck, thanks. This will be a tight one. I need a good start and I will need to close the right side. We start on the left, so yeah, I will need to pull over. Then I need to survive the first lap or first 2 laps, and then I think once we get into a flow, then it's so tough to overtake here. I don't know. It will be the first time where we race on a bigger pack, because the top 4 can all drive equal times. But then again, it's a big gap to P5. So yeah, try to hit a good start and then we pull over to the right. If P1 has a good start, then we pull in right behind him. If he has a bad start, then I don't know what to do. I don't really want to take the outside line through T1. T2. Yeah, we have to see. I feel more confident on inside line, on cold tires. The move the last guy pulled on us in the last race looked easy, but it was a great move, and you need a lot of control over the car to pass on the outside on cold tires in T1. I'm not really... Like, I could try it, but I have no experience of it, so I would probably fail. That's why I would prefer to stick to the inside. Alright. Third race of the evening. Let's go, P2. Let's try to finish in the top 4.
The estimated strength of field is 2,770. Tight field today. Look for opportunities.
Come on, Jeff. Shut up and let us drive.
Still waiting on 2 cars to grid. Waiting on the final car to grid. Everyone's gridded. green flag.
Oh, guy had a great start. Oh no. Yeah, I will be stuck on the left side.
Car right, the next car's the leader.
Don't make it 3
You're
wide,
in the
man.
middle, 3 wide. Right side, 2 wide. You're in the middle, 3 wide. Stay on the left. Clear on the right. Right side. Keep to the left.
I didn't want to block him, but going 3 wide
to
into
the left.
Q1 would be...
Car on your left. Clear, car right. Clear on the right.
What the hell was that? Alright. 3. Let's get a good run.
Right side. Still there. Clear.
Damn it. That was not the good run I was looking for. I missed the triple, the second triple. Because the tires were cold and I was trying to risk it. Why would you brake? No, I clipped the banana curb. Oof, nice catch. I was surprised that I caught it. I had this a few times in practice and I was going always into the left wall. I couldn't see my marker and needed to back off to take it safe. Ah, no, he has not a good run. Should be fine. Yeah, nobody wants to overtake anyone.
5 to go. The car in P6 just set the fastest lap. 38.913. Left side. Still there. Clear.
Don't even think about it.
The next car's the leader. Car on your left. Still there, hold your line. Stay on the right. Still there. You're on the right, 3 wide. Still there.
This guy is... Oh. Why would you make it 3 wide? That's so ridiculous. It was car number 10. I didn't want to say anything. But I was thinking that it's car number 10 and he's quick but has bad racecraft. And yeah. Alright. Let's try to gain a few positions back.
Car right, clear on the right.
Yeah, come on. Ah, people. You can't be serious. Alright. Alright. Sure. Of course, yeah, I mean, once something goes wrong, then everything goes wrong. Damn it. You can't make this shit up. I mean, I wouldn't be mad if it was only the first accident. But the second one failed. Like a hit into the guts. Alright, we have 3 more laps to go. We can catch him, get P10. And I think that's the best achievable goal right here. Because people aren't fighting. There aren't that many accidents.
The car in front has gone off. You're gaining on the car in front. The gap is 1.
Let me guess, he will fight for position and make it painful. Nope. Is he defending or is he letting me pass? Okay, thanks.
Car right, 2 left to go, 2 to go, clear. The leader is running 39.542.
Yeah, it was a mistake. He was late on the brakes. It happens. Oh, it was a fun race. Then one guy made a mistake, and then you had this pick. And I don't know. I don't know why the guy behind us made it 3 wide. I can understand why he's desperate, but making it 3 wide is risking the lives of everyone. We will take a look at the replay. I don't think I had anywhere to go.
The car behind has gone off. You're pulling away from the car behind. The gap is 5.2 seconds.
I was thinking at one lap before, when he was attacking me into T3 on the inside, or when he was trying to make a dive. That's when I thought about letting him pass, because he was crazy. Like, it was obvious that that move wouldn't make it. And he was still trying to go for a risky stance. But then when that mistake happened ahead of us, I thought we have a good line on the inside, because I have 2 insides. Like, I had
You just got the white flag.
one
That means
inside
one more lap
into
to
the
go.
shell S, and then I had the outside line once, and then I had double inside onto the main straight. So I thought, hey, we are fine on the inside. But when they make it 3 wide, then it's tough. And when you're on the inside line, you can't really see or predict how much space the car
You're pulling
on
away from the car behind. The gap is 8.7
the left edge
seconds.
gives you, because you can't see them and they can't see you, so you don't know what's happening on the other side, and you also can't predict it. It's impossible to predict. But yeah, still a fun half of the race. We had 2 good races before, so I'm not that mad. And I botched the start again. I don't know, I think it was the same mistake this time. I was too early on the throttle and had a burnout which was a bit too big. You usually want a small burnout, but not a big one. Maybe my initial throttle input was also... I need to check the replay. Ah, let's avoid the incident point. Oh, unlucky. I think it was a racing incident and we were on the unlucky end, but we will see.
There's the flag. It's over. Nice run. Solid work.
Yeah, thanks. Thanks for the salt, Jeff. Someone was complaining about free words. Yeah. So this was already suspicious. Like, even attempting it when you are that far away doesn't make any sense. If we would be a bit closer, like it's straight up diving at this point. whatever. Let's... Alright, so what happens ahead of us? Car number 2 makes a mistake in the chicane. I try to keep my run. And then take the inside, which is, I think, a good call. Because, again, I have 1 inside, 1 outside, and then 2 inside. Solid on the brakes, solid line. We touched, but it's fine. I don't make this turn, which is bad. But holy... I can understand his reasoning, but, you know, like... I can totally get why he wants to go for this opportunity, but his call should be to line up behind me, use the inside line, because I will make a pass, and if he sticks to the gap behind me, then he closes the space for this car, and he will be stuck on the outside through two turns, which gives him a position. But instead he goes all in after I mess up. And he even gets away with it. It's... And this hit already sends me on the curb. And yeah. Like... You know what? It's really hard to tell. Like, usually I'm really... I don't put the blame on anyone. And I would still think it's a racing incident. But when you see that a car goes into a gap and bounces against one car, then it bounces against the other car, bounces against the other car, like... I get it, the gap was there. But you could at least try to be clean. And not ping pong between two cars. I guess it's whatever. I mean, it worked out. I think the idea and to go for this gap is nice. And it worked out in his favor, so I guess it was a good call. But at the same time, the execution is where I don't think this guy gets an Olympic medal. But yeah, it happens. And then I think this guy just made a mistake. I think he saw my braking point, wanted to react to it, and because he maybe wasn't that great on the brakes, he just re-ends me. Yeah, he's super late on the brakes. Oh, yeah. That's bad luck. It's fine. We had a nice evening. We had 2 good races. We are still net positive. I think if I don't make that mistake, then he hasn't the gap there. I don't know what he does. I don't know what happens then, but still, at the end of the day, I can blame myself for going wide and opening that door for him. So yeah. I can... Oh, we only lost 57 points. That's not too bad. I'll drive the next one. That's on 27 minutes. I kinda want to at the same time. I think I will be tired, so... Yeah, let's call it a day. We had 2 good races and the last one... If I don't leave the inside open, then we gain a position, maybe 2. Unlucky. It was still fun. I hope you had fun as well. Thanks for being here tonight. I will stick to the first Tuesday. I also found my sweet spot, so I think I will always start around 6 p.m. CEST. I think that's 4 p.m. GMT. And stream every Tuesday. Until the end of the season. I will look into adding more days next season once I'm done with guides and a few other videos I'm working on. And yeah. And we start to grind for iRacing. I don't know where. You can leave what's the name? Ideas in the comments. I'm 90% sure I will take the GR into the mix. And maybe one GT3 or GT4. I'm split between GT4s and GT3s. I like the racing in GT4s, but I don't like the cars there, so it's a pro and a con. Yeah, we will see. I wish you a nice evening, have a good one, and see you next time. Goodbye.